Hello YouTube, I'm Jonah, and today's DIY, fixing a broken fence post. So this is the fence that I share with my friend and neighbor Paul. And the post broke last year, and now we have finally some time to fix it. So let's get started. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And the first thing I do is carefully pull out the 1x6 by 6 foot planks from its cross frame. I try not to break them so I can reuse them later on. And I try to save the nails too if I can. Then I just put them neatly off to the side. And unscrew any decorations on the post. Now we have these steel hanger brackets that have to come out. And they're usually nailed, one on each side and one at the bottom. Now that we've detached all of our steel hanger brackets from its cross frames, we can easily pull out the broken post. And notice where the wood rots. It's always at the bottom where it meets the ground, 95% of the time. So we dig out most of the dirt to find out where the cement is where the post was laid in. Now I'm going to tell you, this is the hardest part of the job. I know because I put this in over 20 years ago, and I put it in about 3 feet deep. So we start by drilling holes into the cement so we can easily crush it with a sledgehammer. Or so we thought. But I'm telling you, this concrete did not want to break easily for us. And how many times do you think I swung that sledgehammer? Way too many times. I know because I felt it in my shoulders. We also tried drilling more of the 4x4 post that was still stuck inside. And you would think we were done once we removed this big slab. But no way. There was still a big piece of the 4x4 post in there. So we used the reciprocal saw to try to cut it out. We even used this multi-craft tool. But nothing worked. A friend and neighbor, Peter, also came with his pro jackhammer and shovel. And it finally did the trick.
Holy mackerel. Woo!
And a big shout out. Thanks, Peter. Now it's time to put our brand new 10-foot 4x4 post in. And just to let you know, this is pressure treated wood. And here's my post level, in which I will use to plumb my post. So here's a trick I learned when forming cement on my post. But before we start adding stones and cement, I've got to do something. The problem with wooden post, even though it's pressure treated, the bottom of the post where it meets the ground always rots. Therefore, we have to bring the cement base a little bit higher than the ground. And that's why this empty plastic bleach bottle comes in. Alright, let's throw our rocks and crushed concrete in and level this post. And ready to mix our cement in our barrel. We actually ended up using 4 cement bags because we end up digging that hole so wide. And ready our trowel. Once again, leveling or plumbing our post. The best way of breaking the cement bag is puncturing it in the center, then flipping it over. You may want to wear a dust mask for this because silica dust from cement is not good for you. So when mixing cement, I add just a little bit of water at a time because I want to get the correct consistency. You don't want it watery or runny. There you go, that's pretty good. Now we can place them in the hole. And once our cement is level with the grade of the ground, we'll take our plastic container and place it over the cement. and centered to the post.
Good. Nice and centered.
Then place the cement inside our plastic container, making sure to keep it centered from the post. Now install a cross brace to make sure the post does not move. Just checking on the cross frames and looking good. And once we install those hanger brackets, we just slide them in. And with my trowel, I create a little grade so water always runs away from the post. Now I'm just going to wait 24 hours till my cement cures. And on the next day, I mark off the spot for my 3 hanger brackets. So now what I do is I take 3 of my hanger brackets and straighten the left side of it, because this will give me room to slide my cross frames into it.
Okay, so you put the bracket on.
And remember, always try to use outdoor galvanized nails. So after we slide in the 2x4 cross member into the hanger bracket, we bend back the hanger bracket into its original position by hammering it back in.
Good? Okay, yeah. Okay.
Good enough. Then we'll just put a nail in there.
Then we secure it with a nail on each side and one at the bottom. All 3 brackets are now installed, and the 2x4 cross members are now sitting properly. Now back to our original post, we'll be removing the old hanger brackets and install 6 new hanger brackets, and then installing our 3 cross frames.
Level there, good.
And this is what it should look like when all our hanger brackets are installed on both sides of the posts. And all we have to do is place our 2x4 cross member on the hanger brackets, like so. And just to let you know, I already cut this 2x4 to the correct length. And install all nails, one on each side and one at the bottom. Now I draw a string line across each post to achieve the correct level when installing my fence boards back to its original position. Then we nail back our fence boards, alternating on each side and leaving about a 2-inch gap in between the boards. So as you can see, we've got a small gap right over here. So I'll mark out and split the plank in half. And that should do the trick to hide the gap. Now I'm going to wear my safety glasses for this because I always get sawdust in my eyes. Then I install the half plank to get rid of the gap. Then I'll mark off my post about 4 inches from the top of the fence board, where I will later cut off the extra couple inches from the new post. Then I give it a quick wash so I'll be ready tomorrow to give it a nice stain. And this is my favorite redwood color for a stain. I'm gonna have to do about 3 coats just to match the old color of the old stain. It won't be perfectly matched, but you know what? It's just a fence. And finally, I will cut off the extra couple inches from my new post and install my cap. So don't forget, if you like my video, give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell so you always get my latest videos. And once again, thanks for watching.